You know, it feels like pretty much all of us have been taught to chase the exact same goal, get rich. But what if that whole idea is, well, kind of flawed? What if the finish line we're all sprinting towards doesn't even exist?
Seriously, just let that sink in for a second. All the effort, all the ambition, what if it's all aimed at the wrong target? Today, we're going to explore a totally different way of thinking about money and happiness, and honestly, it might just change how you see everything.
We all get the dream, right? I mean, it's everywhere. In movies, all over social media. This idea that being rich means no more worries, total freedom, and just endless happiness. It's become the default setting for our financial dreams.
But here's the big problem with it. Rich is just vague. It's a moving target. How much is it really? $1 million? $10 million? The truth is, the more you make, the more you think you need. Your expectations just keep shifting. It's this horizon you can chase forever but never actually get to. And that kind of endless chase, it's a perfect recipe for anxiety, not fulfillment.
Okay, so here's where things get really interesting. The link between money and happiness, it's not a straight line that just goes up and up forever. Not at all. What we've actually found is that it's much more like a curve. There's a point where making more money just stops adding any real satisfaction to your life.
The best way to picture this is with something called the fulfillment curve. See how it works? As we spend money, our sense of fulfillment rises. It hits a peak, and then, and this is the really crucial part, it can actually start to go down.
Let's just walk through this curve together. So first, you've got survival. This is where every single dollar for things like food and rent gives you a huge boost in well-being. Then you move up to comforts, a safe place to live, a decent car, maybe putting a little away. Fulfillment is still climbing fast. Next up, luxuries. Think great vacations, fancy dinners, cool gadgets. Fulfillment is still going up, but you can see the curve is starting to flatten out. And then you hit excess. This is where spending more on stuff you don't even really need can actually make your fulfillment drop.
That sweet spot, right at the very top of the curve, it has a name, the peak of enough. It's that magic point where you have the absolute maximum fulfillment from your money, without all the baggage and complexity that comes with having too much.
So why does fulfillment actually drop? Well, think about it. After that peak, every new thing you owned can become a new thing to worry about. That third vacation home isn't just a getaway, it needs repairs, it needs management. That collection of supercars needs insurance, storage, and a whole team to look after them. All of a sudden, your life is filled with more management, more mental clutter, and a lot less of the freedom you were trying to buy in the first place.
So this all leads us to a really powerful shift in how we think about this. The goal isn't to get rich. It's to become financially free. Now, they might sound like the same thing, but trust me, they're worlds apart. Let's break down exactly what makes them so different.
So on one side, you have this mindset of chasing rich. It's vague, it's endless, it's totally stressful because it's all about comparing yourself to others. It's a game of always wanting more. But on the other side, you've got the goal of being financially free. That's a target that's defined and actually achievable. It's fulfilling because it's based on your needs, not what the person next to you has. It's the huge difference between chasing more and finally knowing what is enough.
And that right there is the biggest takeaway. Financial freedom isn't some infinite number in the clouds. It's a specific number. It's the amount of money you need to live your ideal life, whatever that looks like to you, without having to do work you don't love just to pay the bills. It's about sufficiency, not excess.
Which, of course, brings us to the most important part of all of this: how to turn this idea into a real plan. Instead of just vaguely dreaming about being rich, the real challenge and the real opportunity is to figure out your personal enough number. It's all about getting crystal clear on what a truly fulfilling life actually costs you.
So that's the real question to leave you with. Forget asking, how can I get rich? The much more powerful question is, what does enough truly look like for me? Answering that one question is the very first and most important step toward building a life that isn't just wealthy on paper, but is genuinely, deeply fulfilling.